Today we will talk about Antonio Lafuente and Antonio Masueco's 1992 book Los Caballeros del Punto Fijo, Ciencia Política y Aventura en la Expedición Hispano-Francesa al Virreinato del Perú en el siglo XVIII. The main discussion of the book is the debate over the shape of the Earth. In the 18th century, one of Europe's most prestigious scientific academies, the Paris Academy of Science, organizes two expeditions in order to resolve the debate. The first expedition travels to Laponia, and the second expedition travels to Quito. The big question was whether the Earth was wider around the equator or around the poles. This may seem like a child's riddle. What was the true shape of the terrestrial globe? The question of the Earth's form was causing quite a stir back in Europe. 18th century astronomers knew that the Earth was not a perfect sphere, but they had been unable to determine empirically whether it bulged vertically towards the poles or horizontally at the equator. In more colloquial terms, whether it was long like a lemon or squat like a carnival squash. La Condamine was in the Ecuadorian group, which included Louis Gaudin and the mathematician Pierre Bouguer. They were all part of a fiercely disputed contest of European science. In order to assess the Earth's curvature, these geometers, schooled in the practice of trigonometric surveys and astronomical observation, had come to the most inhospitable of scientific laboratories, spending the better part of their days scaling volcanic peaks, traversing roaring rivers, and shielding themselves from frosty winds, and all to transform the jagged Andean landscape into a crisscrossing series of angular shapes on paper. La Condamine was a French mathematician, physicist, explorer, and geographer. He was sent to Ecuador in 1735 to measure the Earth at the equator. He also scientifically explored and mapped the Amazon region as he rafted to the mouth of the Amazon. The Ecuadorian expedition left France in May 1735. They landed in Colombia and traveled overland to Panama, then sailed to Ecuador. La Condamine traveled through rainforest with Pedro Vicente Maldonado, a local governor and scientists. They sailed up the Esmeraldas River and then climbed up the Andes Mountains. They finished their measurements by 1739, measuring the length of an arc of 1 degree at the equator, but they got word that the Laponia expedition had already finished their work and had proven that the Earth is flattened at the poles. La Condamine remained in South America for 4 more years, doing scientific work and mapping some of the Andes and much of the Amazon River. He returned to France by climbing the Andes Mountains and rafting down the Amazon River. He arrived in Paris in 1745, 10 years after he left France. La Condamine's journal of his 10-year adventure, Journal du voyage fait par l'ordre du roi à l'Équateur, was published in 1751.